Phil's day off. I don't have too much to talk about my day off yesterday, because here's why. When I left you guys on Tuesday, I explained to you that YouTube had not paid me yet, okay? For some odd reason, YouTube did not pay on the 21st of the month like they always do. My guess is because our president decided to make Juneteenth a federal holiday with no warning. Like, literally, he says, oh, it's a federal holiday now, and then everyone had to clamor and scramble to prepare for this. Banks were closed on Monday. Out of nowhere. No one even knew that would happen. It just happened kind of on the fly. Oh, banks and federal agencies are closed on Monday. So I think what happened was either Google and YouTube were closed entirely, or the banks were closed, or both. So the payment that should have come through on a normal Tuesday didn't come at all. So I announced to you guys I didn't know what was going to happen this week. You know, what's going on with the payment? Why is it so delayed? So yesterday, I wake up in the morning. Now, here's the good news. You guys helped me out a lot on Tuesday. You guys gave me a lot of tips during those streams. And essentially what you did is you gave me a cushion to do the essentials I needed to do on my day off. Like go grocery shopping, buy some pet supplies for Jasper. You know, the basics. But I knew that even with the tips I had raised, I was going to have to basically penny pinch and cut corners in order to make ends meet unless I got paid. So I wake up yesterday morning. I wasn't paid yet. Still, wow. So now it's another day later. Typically, just so you guys know, when I get paid by YouTube, usually what happens is I go to sleep the night before, I wake up, and by the morning, the money's there. Usually they pay like way early in the morning, the wee hours of the morning. And it's there in the morning when you wake up and you're ready to go. You know? For some reason, I wake up, there's no money. They still didn't pay me. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So, I'm like, what am I going to do now? Now I don't have enough money to do everything we need to do today. So we're going to have to go step by step. So the first thing I did is I went out and I got Jasper his pet supplies that he needed and a few essentials for the house that we had run out of. Last week we were also skimping because I figured, oh, last week I didn't have a lot, but this week I'm getting paid. Now I didn't get paid. So already we're seriously like low on shit that we need for the house. Household items that are needed, like fucking paper towels to clean things and stuff, you know? So I'm like, well, I'll get the essentials, but I'm going to go places where they're on sale. So I started driving around, buying things at various different stores where they were on sale. And so I came home and unloaded all that stuff. And I was like, well, what do I got left? All right, here's what I got left. Well, technically, if I cut a lot of corners, I could probably afford the groceries. But we have no money to eat out or do anything else today. It's just going to be me really penny pinching to afford the groceries. So now it's like, no exaggeration, it's like 3, 4 p.m. I'm still not paid. Okay? So I'm like, well, I guess it is what it is. Let me go to the grocery store. So I went to the grocery store, and I'm literally saying, can't get this week. I'll just have to sacrifice. Can't get this week. I have to get the cheaper version of this. We were going to do this, but now instead. So what we actually did is when we wrote we were originally going to do a certain meal schedule, but we changed it entirely. So now half the meals this week that we're having will have leftovers, and the leftovers will be a second meal. So that way we're cutting costs, you see? So we're not eating everything we wanted to eat this week, but you know, we're basically doing everything we can to save money. What can you do? We didn't have enough money, right? So I do the grocery shopping. All right. It's done. I come home, I unpack. We're putting all the groceries away. Like, all right, I check my phone. Oh, I got paid. After I grocery shopped. Okay? I'm not even kidding. It must have been like 5 p.m. Do we usually throw out leftovers? No, we usually don't have leftovers. Usually we have meals that are the right size. But in this case, we're going to make meals that are purposefully too much food to have leftovers so that we can eat it again later in the week. For example, today we're having slow cooker barbecue chicken and homemade macaroni salad. And we're going to make enough that there's 2 meals out of it so we can eat it as a second meal later in the week. Normally we wouldn't do that. Normally we just have different meals every day. You see? So, I get paid, you know, after I go grocery shopping. So I'm like, well, this is good news. But the good news is I got the money. Now I can buy Sonic and install it for tomorrow. And the good news is now we can have a nice dinner together. Okay? And I'm excited. So I'm like, okay, now we can have a nice dinner. This is good. You know, we don't have any limitations on what we get for dinner today. Let's do that. All right? And like I said, I was able to buy Sonic, install it. So it did take a lot of pressure off of me, but I was frustrated. All day I'm running around penny pinching because of a fucking out of nowhere federal holiday being announced, and it screwed everything up. And by the way, allow me to explain, I feel that Juneteenth is an important holiday that everyone should celebrate. Absolutely, everyone has the right to celebrate this historic time in American history, you know, especially African Americans. Holy shit, it's a great day in history for you know, emancipation and all of that. So great. But can we have a little bit more order with the way we fucking do things in this country? Like, oh, let's have a nice, happy holiday for a lot of people. Oh, by the way, some people don't get paid. What? What? Think about that. You don't get paid, so you can't pay any of your bills this week. You're late on everything. Enjoy hundreds of dollars of late fees. Enjoy not being able to go buy groceries for your family. What? Wait, huh? This country fucking sucks for shit like this. They don't plan anything. Like, okay, we're going to make Juneteenth a national holiday this year. It's going to be a federal holiday. Plan it like months in advance so everyone is ready for it and can not, oh, a few days before, oh, I made it a national holiday, everyone. Here we go. It's federal holiday now. Deal with it. If you can't tell, I don't like how our government runs. I really am strongly critical of it. Okay. Anyway. Let's move past that. Okay. It's water under the bridge. It doesn't matter. We've passed the issue. So this just happened and everyone scrambled to do it this year. And then other businesses even followed suit and decided, oh, are we going to close? Are we going to not close? Are we going to close on Sunday or Monday? How do we handle it? No one knew how to handle it this year because Biden botched the whole fucking thing. He didn't know what he was doing. What a surprise. Okay. Anyway, excuse me. All right, I'm done ranting. I'm done ranting about it. I swear. So that was my day off yesterday. Basically what happened was, after I got paid, I was like, okay, big relief. I immediately installed Sonic Origins. And my wife and I got a Chinese dinner. There's a Chinese restaurant in our area that has a lot of good food. Much better than most of the other Chinese places that we've eaten. But the problem was always, this restaurant was closed on Tuesdays. So our day off has been Tuesday for the longest time. So whenever we had a day off, we couldn't get this restaurant's food, which we love. Finally, we had our day off on a Wednesday. We're like, yes, finally. So, excuse me. So, we got the food, and it was really good. I ended up getting, it was green pepper beef, which is kind of a misnomer, because it's not just green peppers and beef. It's tender beef, stir-fry beef, with green peppers, onions, carrots, a savory sauce with garlic, and a few other things in it. It's really effing good. It's a really absolutely delicious, stir-fry style dish. Had it over white rice. Oh, it was freaking amazing. Okay? And I got some crispy egg rolls. What's funny is that different places do egg rolls differently. Americanized Chinese places do them wrong. And what I mean by that is if you ever get an egg roll, okay, that the outer shell has those bubbles in them and it's kind of like fried, greasy, that's wrong. That's an Americanized egg roll. Actual, like a Chinese style egg roll is a thin, flat wrapper, okay? And what's supposed to happen is you're not supposed to tear it and it like rips apart like dough. It's supposed to be crispy, like a crispy crunch when you eat it. So I got this egg rolls and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, okay. I bite into it. The outside is perfectly crisp. It's like wafer-like. The inside is perfectly warm. The vegetables are cooked absolutely amazingly. It's like mouth-watering flavor. I was like, oh my God, it's like one of the best egg rolls I've ever had in my life because it's from a real Chinese restaurant. It's not from an Americanized Chinese restaurant. They know what they're doing. I was just blown away. So, anyway, that was our When is my crossover show with Gordon Ramsay happening? Oh, we'll have to contact him about that. You know, I'm sure he's a busy man, flying all over the world, doing his 400 reality shows. I'd love to do one with him, though. Seriously, like, I'm a huge fan. Respect the man. And, okay. Anyway.